Hello, I've been Rand here playing Farming Simulator 20, the mobile farming simulator experience here. Again, I am playing this on an iPhone here. For those of you wondering what we're playing this on, currently working on harvesting oats here on, we got 3 fields have oats, got 1 field done, about halfway done with the second one, with a third one to go here yet. Also still working on planting the big field, and I do mean a big field, everyone. We're, what, maybe halfway? Nah, not quite halfway, I guess. I keep wanting to zoom in on this screen, everyone, and you can't zoom in on the screen. At least not that I know of, anyway. It doesn't seem to. Yeah, so not quite halfway done with that field yet. We're getting close, though. Definitely takes a while to plant this field here. This field definitely makes me think we want bigger equipment. Bigger planter, bigger tractors. Yeah, bigger everything, right? I guess that's kind of the idea with Farming Simulator, right? So anyway, yeah, we're looking pretty good here, I think. Got our old case. Well, this is actually our newest tractor, the case. 145 maximum here, pulling our Vaderstad seeder, whole whopping 6 meters of seeding capacity. Actually, doesn't look like it's overlapping too bad at the moment here. I've noticed at times it seems like the seeder overlaps quite a bit. It's like, seriously? Wasting like a third of the seeder there, but looks pretty good there. Also, still having problems with fertilizing this field here. I don't know why. The field must just be glitched out or something. I'm having to wait for the planter to actually finish planting, then I can put fertilizer down. It does apply the fertilizer if I go over the field, but the problem is the hired worker won't do it, and especially being a fertilizer, everyone, I don't quite trust myself to do it. And with that being said, too, I can't actually see it because of the dark shading on the field. Like I said, there's something wrong with this field here, everyone. I don't know, just because we just bought it or what, but something's wrong with the fertilizer on this field. It looks like it has fertilizer on it. It doesn't. And the game knows as much, because, again, when you go to this screen here, it shows it's not fertilized, other than what's been planted here already. That's the part I've fertilized. It knows it hasn't been, and you can actually fertilize it, like I said. Just the hired worker will not recognize it, and the hired worker will just, nope, I'm not fertilizing this, I quit. But like I said, you'd have to do it yourself, and then if you were to do it yourself, you wouldn't be able to tell where you're going at all, because, yeah, there's no indication, because the dark shading doesn't show up the fertilizers. So, yes, something's wrong there, but I don't know what that is. Whatever. It's working slowly but surely. Like I said, the fertilizer spreader's just sitting here waiting, and we'll let the planter get a couple more rows ahead. I'm trying to keep up with the seeding here, because I don't want, the first part of the field to grow. And, oh, crap. We didn't get fertilizer on that, so I'm kind of fertilizing as we go here to some extent. Okay, combine's still rolling yet. Just finished unloading the combine here a moment ago. Not a whole lot of oats yet. I don't know, do we have any in storage here? Let's see what your price is. Oats, we do not have any in storage, so everything we have is on the field here at the moment. There we go, back to the combine. Yes, definitely thinking a bigger combine here as well. But like I said, bigger tractor I think will be first. Again, we'll probably go with the John Deere 8400. That's my my thoughts here. We definitely need to get some more green on this farm, Fortunately, though, when we upgrade combines, we're going to lose our green combine, but small price to pay. Actually, speaking of losing our green combine, we could probably almost upgrade the combine now if we sold our current one. I just happen to think of this here, everyone, because let's see what's here. We would go to, let's see, this one here, vehicles. Our current combine is worth 100. So that wouldn't quite give us. We need a good $500,000 to upgrade that. But that's something I'll have to remember, everyone. Our current combine does have a value to it. I mean, it's a John Deere, so of course it's worth a lot of money, right? So yes, we'll have to see once when the time comes. We really only need like probably $200,000-$300,000 to upgrade the combine, because we can sell that one. And for that matter, it occurs to me, everyone, we could probably even sell. I don't know if do we really want to sell a tractor yet? Hard to say, because the Case 7250 is a nice high horsepower tractor, so I'd rather not sell that one. Not yet. I mean, we could sell. The Fendt could probably go. That's just a great little fertilizing tractor, though, but $73,000, that's worth a fair amount of money. Case Magnum, yeah, $73,000 as well. Case 7250 is definitely worth the most, isn't it? Definitely worth the most. Yeah, we'll have to see once, like I said, everyone, once the time comes, maybe we'll sell one of the tractors here. Then we don't have to get quite as much money, because do we really need 4 tractors? I mean, we've got all 3 tractors working at the moment. Well, we got 2 tractors working. One's just sitting there with a trailer, right? So it's not really working, but kind of nice to have a tractor on that at the same time as well. And a couple more passes, and we'll have this field done here. It shouldn't take too much. Actually, just out of curiosity, looking at the map here. Probably for our next field, if we're going to get another field, I'm actually kind of looking at this one down here, just out of curiosity. How much is that? 125,000. Yeah, no, I don't want to buy that right now, but 125,000 for that field down there. That might be our next purchase, or I was also looking, there's obviously one more big field up here. That would be kind of a nice field to have here as well. Out of curiosity, how much is that one? $336,000. Do you want to buy... Oh, you want to buy more coins. I was going to say. Yeah, okay. No, I'd rather not buy more coins as of yet. Not to say we won't do it, maybe. You know, if we want to get some sugar beets and potatoes and stuff, rather than taking forever to earn, you know, the $1 million or $2 million worth to buy that equipment. Maybe we'll just... we'll see once. If we want to do that equipment anyway. Hate to think how long it would take you to get your return on investment with that equipment here in this game. Oh my goodness, that'd be brutal. Again, as I've said many times before, everyone, the sizes of the fields really dictate how fast you can upgrade your equipment. Small fields, brutal. Big fields, you can go really quick. So, and of course, being a mobile version of it, it's going to be small fields. So. And actually, the big field we have now at the moment, that's definitely, I would have to say, one of the biggest fields I've seen in the game. Even these fields are fairly good size for what I would say was in the previous mobile farming simulators. And like I said, of course, I think they still do that on purpose. You know, they offer coins for a reason. See the cedar off running in the distance there. You know, again, what I gotta say, it is fairly impressive looking at this game, you know, considering what it's running on. I mean, by no means are the graphics impressive when you compare it to a desktop system or even probably the console, but for a mobile device playing this, it's pretty good if you ask me, given what it is. Oh, how's the cedar looking? Looks like it could probably, look at that, the field just grew. Oh, and that first part of the field, I think, is ready to harvest here already. Wow, look at that, everyone. We're only, what, halfway down the field, in the first part of the field, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like it is from that map view there. Let's see, if we go back to this one. Vehicles, no, soil, there we go. Yep, first part of the field is already, you can see all 4 growth stages going across that field there. Like I said, that's why I want to make sure I keep up on the fertilizer, because I don't want that to, happen to a part of the field that's not fertilized already. Definitely seen a major improvement in sunflower yield there from the part of the field that was fertilized versus the part that was not. So let's see, we actually don't need to be right in this part here. This part is fertilized. I just had him pulled out of the way. Oh, let's see. I should probably get him lined up about where he needs to be here. Gonna be in here somewhere. Let's take a look at the map here again. Yeah, that's probably pretty good. Might be a little extra overlap there. I'm not going to worry too much about that, though. Okay, back to the combine. How are we looking here? Still rolling. Not quite full yet. Might be full by the time we reach the end of this field. Kind of wonder, even with the big cedar, everyone, could we plant that big field fast enough before it would start growing? Probably not completely, but yeah, even with a big cedar, can we get all the way to the other end of the field before the first part of the field is grown? Gotta wonder, because let's see, how big is it? It's 15 meters, I think, for the big cedar, right? They actually got big equipment in this game for a change here. Condor, yeah, that's 15 meters. That would be the big one. We need only a 270 horsepower tractor for that? Whoa, we kind of have that already. Okay. Note to self, $224,000 though. A little bit pricey, but yeah, it used to be everyone. I think the Vaderstad was like the big cedar back in Farming Simulator 18 before they finally added the Horsch, and then I think they did eventually add the Condor as well, if I remember correctly. So yeah, one time the Vaderstad was the big cedar, but then again, everyone, big fields on that map really weren't that big, so they also cost a whole lot more money. I mean, $500,000 field. would probably be about half the size of this one here. They made it real obvious in that game that they wanted you to buy the coins. Upper has a nearly full grain tank. Excellent. We like to see that. That's always a good, I don't know if you really call that an error message, but a good warning message. Oh, come on, Combine. Turn around. Definitely, I'd have to say here, it seems like the hired workers in this game have borrowed on some of the PC and consoles hired worker tactics. Not necessarily maybe in a good way here either. The hired workers can be a little derpy, I've noticed. Oh, so far the big field, they're actually doing okay. Just, it's that fertilizer problem. I don't think that's anything to do with the hired workers, though. That's just something the game, something in the background, something didn't process right there with the fertilizer. I don't know what. I mean, it's working, but not working right. Like we could probably finish this field before we fill up. Might as well empty, though, once we are that far. So let's get the trailer here down to that corner. And so far, this tractor seems to pull this trailer decent enough. Like I said, a bigger tractor probably would be better on it, but until we can afford it, it works. Or maybe even better yet, maybe I should say until we can actually afford like a truck and trailer. Oh, wrong way. Actually, yeah, no, he's not quite that far ahead yet. We'll wait to get that hired worker. I'd like to get him to at least do like a pass or two before I hire him. Gotta say the shadows in this game are definitely very blocky, though. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that, but yeah, the shadows in the game definitely leave a little bit to be desired. They're very pixelated and kind of annoying at times. Okay, contact. Why don't we do a little harvesting ourselves here? See once how well I can do this. At least back in previous versions, when it came to the large combine, I would sometimes run the large combine. Usually not the small combines, especially the 3-meter ones. Everyone just, I was not good enough at driving to use the 3-meter one, really. Okay, hired worker. Yeah, we'll just throw the hired worker on it. Hired worker's gonna do a much better job, and I'll just sit right along, supervise, make mean comments about how the hired worker's derpy, you know, that type of thing. Good supervisor etiquette, you know, type of thing, right? Yeah, how's the planter doing out of real quick? Yeah, he's still rolling, still rolling. Not sure how long we've been working on that field now, but it seems like it's been a while. Been working on getting that field planted. It's definitely progressing. Just it is taking a while. Actually, speaking of fields, I think I've got one more field to go here yet, don't I? Or did I harvest that one already? Field one is fertilized. Nope, wrong way. We got to go that way. Oh no, field one is harvested. It is fertilized. We're just waiting to get it replanted. Yeah, our current planter's a little tied up at the moment. Just a little tied up. This is actually going to probably prove to be a pretty good number of fields here, everyone, because once we get this field harvested, the canola field's probably going to be about ready to be harvested. Or, yeah, it's going to be about ready to be harvested, right? So, kind of keep the loop going here. We're definitely waiting on planters here at this point, fertilizer spreader. We got almost 4 fields, technically, that are going to have to be replanted once we're done with this one. So yeah, the 5 fields we have at the moment are keeping our medium-sized equipment busy, shall we say. Oh boy, $99 wage, man. Them hired workers think they want to get paid to you. Can you folks believe that? Ah, well, I suppose some of them aren't doing too bad. It's quite a bit of overlap there again, Mr. Hired Worker. At least a couple rows with there. Yeah, we could probably get that hired worker on the fertilizer spreader going here. Looks like we maybe do at least 2 rows here. Haven't had any more of the field grow yet. Oh, looks like I could have probably moved over just a little bit. That must be where we left off on the fertilizing. Oops. Oh, well. Like I said, I knew we were overlapping a little bit. I didn't realize we were quite overlapping that much. It's kind of hard to tell from the map there. But, yeah, it works. And I had moved the fertilizer spreader out of its position there because it was in the way of the planter. Otherwise, I would normally just try to leave it where it left off at. But like I said, I couldn't do that because of the, it would have been in the way of the planter there. Hopefully, maybe at least next time we go to plant this field, this won't be a problem. Oh, look at that. The car stopped right there. That is impressive. Can't say I've ever seen traffic being that courteous before. Oh, there he goes. I was going to say, uh-oh. It's like he wasn't working there for a moment. I think we could probably do one more row yet after this as well. Nice. Oh, he's going to back up and turn around this time. See, our equipment's getting dirty here as well, and I presume there's probably a way to wash it. I haven't actually looked into that here yet. Do they got like a wash station? That's what it used to be back in Farming Simulator 18. I haven't really, like I said, looked for that here. Got the shop, tag place, gas station, farm, silo, cow, pasture. Nothing that stands out. We'll have to maybe check that out in the future here, because like I said, equipment's getting a little dirty. Might have to give some of it a bath here fairly soon. Oh, and the field just grew again. Yep. The ripened canola is slowly progressing down the field. Okay, I'm just going to hire him, or unhire him right there. That way I can see where he left off at. And back to, nope, not back to you, back to the combine. Combine is almost, well, over half full. Actually, over half full here at this point. Nice. Hopefully once we're done harvesting here, these oats will pay off decently enough. And I know some people say, you know, wait for a great demand for the crops. Yes, again, when you can do that, but then at the same time, you've got a fair amount of money, if you will, sitting in your silo system that you could be using to upgrade your equipment. So, I don't know. I kind of just, we'll sell it if we can. Obviously, if there's a great demand, that'd be great. But, yeah. That all depends if it works out, because who knows how long you're going to have to wait for a great demand for whatever you have in your silo. Now, mind you, I have done that before, and it does pay off quite well. You know, if you just maybe pick a crop, say like sunflowers, like, well, we'll just keep the sunflowers in the silo there. We'll sell everything else, but keep the sunflowers. When a sunflower great demand comes up, you know, you make a bank on that, so to speak. Of course, as it usually goes, though, everyone, if you got sunflowers sitting in the silo waiting for a great demand, guess what you're not going to get? A great demand for sunflowers, because that's just, let's see, whose law is that? Not sure whose law that would fall under, but, yeah, some probably evil person that came up with that rule. You know, kind of like Murphy's Law, right? Oh, my goodness, Hyra. Seriously? That's money you're leaving on the field there. And you folks think I miss a lot of crops. What do we got? Maybe another 3-4 rows to go here yet. Yeah, I'm not really going to do a whole lot myself here, but I'm just going to keep an eye on the hired workers. Ooh, grain tank 80% full. Nice. Still making progress on this field here yet. Probably a good third of the field left to go yet. Definitely interesting looking at the field there to see all the different stages across one field. Even with this seeder. Even with this seeder. And I noticed it's starting to get dark out in the game here as well. We started pretty much when the sun came up recording here. So what, day in the game here lasts about 20 minutes. Well, daylight anyway. Not sure how long it's really dark in the game. Haven't really paid that much attention to that. It's probably about the same amount of time, I would assume. Yeah, well, actually, we should be needing this because he's got a couple more rows to go. I would think he would fill up here. And I'll wait for him to actually fill up, everyone. I don't quite trust my skills here at driving for unloading on the go. Oh, I think there actually are grain carts here in the game, aren't there? Let's see. It seems like I remember seeing them. Well, auger wagons, as they call them. Yes, you do have the Elmer's Hallmaster. Or the Kinsey, or the other Kinsey as well, I suppose, the 851 and 1051 and the Hallmaster. Yeah, there's definitely grain carts in the game. I don't know if I'll ever make use of those, though, because, like I said, on my driving skills, you know, I suppose maybe once we get the big truck or something, maybe we can check those out. We'll see once at some point. See once where we all go with this series here. Oh, yeah, he's about full. Oh, and I think he's full. Yep, there he is. Kind of slows down a little bit there once he gets... Whoa, whoa, uh-oh. Slows down a little bit once he gets real close to being full there. And on that note, everyone, looking at the time here, I think with that, maybe we'll wrap this episode up here. Hopefully next time we'll come back. We'll have the sunflowers, or what was the big sunflower field. We're now putting canola on it. Hopefully we'll have that field finished being planted. We'll finish harvesting this field. We'll hopefully maybe start replanting it. Well, I don't know. We'll see once we come back here for next episode. We'll probably be working on some of this stuff here and working on harvesting the big field there yet. Hopefully that'll pay off good. Maybe after that harvest, we can afford another tractor. We'll have to see once here. Like I said, we can always sell one of our current tractors. I don't know if we need more than 3 tractors right at this point. And that'll give us just a little bit of money. So, yeah, we'll see once. We'll see once where we're at here next episode. So, on that note, everyone, again, thanks for watching. Comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And until next time.